Hey there internet, how's it going? I hope you're having a great day. I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. Welcome back to World of Roocraft. I'm your host Roo, and this is my robotic buddy Boomer. Say hi, Boomer.
Hi, Boomer.
Very funny. Why don't you tell us what we're talking about today?
Today we look at the Wetlands, an Alliance exclusive zone.
Great. Let's say I want to go there with my character. What level do I have to be?
Why do you ask? You already did that.
Just play along, Boomer. Come on.
You can get there once you reach level 20.
Thanks, buddy. So let's head to the history part of this video and talk a bit about the zone's backstory. The wetlands were once a swampy and foggy area in the mountains of Modan. After the War of Three Hammers, we talked about that in our Dwarven review, it became home to the Wildhammer clan, and they built the giant dwarven fortress Grim Bartol there. Everything was fine and dandy until the Second War. Orcs invaded the wetlands and took over Grim Bartol. The orcs eventually got driven out by now 3 red dragons, and with the help of the Alliance, the dwarves retook the area. With the minor exception of Grim Bartol, the fortress now remains in the hands of the Dark Iron Dwarfs. Nevertheless, to celebrate the victory, the Alliance built the town Manatil Harbor, in honor of Terranus Manatil II. What happened to that guy again?
What is this? What are you doing, my son? Succeeding you, father.
Team killer!
Oh, right. Everything was lovely once again. Until Deathwing showed up. We already talked about his shattering return and the destruction of the Stone Route Dam in the last episode, but here we actually get to see the consequences. The wetlands got flooded, and so did Manatil Harbor. The people of the wetlands are now dealing with the effects. Things are more complicated by the return of the Dragonmoor Orc clan, dangerous wildlife, and elementals rising from the elemental plane. So let's check out what's actually going on. Our story starts on our way to the wetlands themselves. We come across some Dragonmoor orcs and learn that they committed the most hideous crime imaginable: stealing beer from the dwarves. After enacting justice, we pack up the beer and bring it to the Stepchisel station. We help the people here out a bit, by gathering provisions and assisting the local geologist. There's not much else to do here or talk about, so let's make way to Manatil Harbor. It's obvious that the people here need our help, and we quickly get to work. And this part is great. We get to punch some sharks in the face. How awesome is that? We also meet the first mate Fitzsimmons, who tells us about the third fleet of the Kultiras Armada and its ghostly sailors roaming the wetlands. You may want to cover your eyes, Boomer. This is going to be spooky.
No, I'm a big robot now. I can take it.
Okay. Our ghost hunt leads us to the ruins of the fleet ship, and we unearth a mysterious artifact called the Eye of Paleth. Or Paleth. Or Paleth. I don't know how to pronounce it. Upon returning to Manatil Harbor, we are told that Fitzsimmons was already dead for years, and we talk to a ghost. That's pretty cool, Boomer, isn't it? Boomer?
No, turn it off. It's too scary.
What a big baby. Our next stop is the Swiftgear station, where we deal with ravenous raptors and Dark Iron Dwarfs. Finally, these guys show up. We learn that the Dark Iron Dwarfs, under the leadership of Viola Darksnare, are capturing the local gnolls to use them to steal gold from other dwarfs. Could it be? A questline that actually builds up to a story? I can't believe it! Of course we kill Viola and free the gnolls. Oh wait, a minute ago I was told to kill them. Meh, I'm here to play, not to think. And there's still a lot left to do. We head to the Velga excavation site and are told that the dwarves here have a big problem. They had to stop their digging because the land itself started to attack them. So we fight off some pissed off stone dudes and reanimated dinosaur bones. Wow, I never thought I got to say stuff like reanimated dinosaur bones so casually. As you can see, the Wetlands are more about the cataclysm and its effects, unlike another zone I recently covered.
Does that mean we are friends again?
No, you're still in timeout. Go back in your corner and think about what you've done. Next up is the Grove of the Green Warden, and after arriving there, we get to meet some nice night elves and the Warden of the Wetlands himself, Rentiel, or Renfiel. He's like the guardian spirit of the Wetlands, a little bit like the Swamp Thing. I guess the Swamp Thing was some kind of inspiration for the character. Or maybe he's a reference to Shrek? You know? Because he's big and green and he wants people to get out of his swamp? Maybe? I don't know. I'm just trying to talk a little bit more to bolster this video. Renfiel is understandably pissed because the stone route dam broke and flooded the area. Adding to that, fire elementals are invading from the elemental plane and setting the land ablaze. Of course we do help the big green guy kill the elementals and extinguish the fires. That's fun. Look at me, I'm a fireman! Our journey ends at Dun Moder, where we meet the dwarven hero Targar's Anvilmar. I just wanted to mention him since I think it's really cool that you meet a direct descendant of Modimo's Anvilmar. Targas enlists our help to fight back a group of Dark Iron Dwarves. These guys turn out to have sided with the Twilight Hammer cult. We kept things off with an epic battle against the Twilight Hammer Dwarves. Well, it may not be that epic, but it's a nice closer to the story. There isn't much to say about the Wetlands. By no means I do say that in a negative way. I pointed out most of the stuff I liked in the review itself. We finally get to see and act against the effects of the cataclysm, and Blizzard managed to incorporate the story into the Wetlands quests pretty nicely. There are some standard quests that have you run around to just kill a random type of enemy, but these are small in number and I can overlook them. From start to finish I cared about the NPCs and their problems, and it made sense that they had me kill fire elementals, orcs or sharks. I really liked that part. You may not know it, but I hate sharks. Just look at them. Look at those evil fuckers. Ah. I liked running through Manatil Harbor, visiting the Night Elves, and even enjoyed crushing skeletal raptors. I have one minor gripe with the Wetlands. Even though the Dark Iron Dwarves are present in the area, you don't do much with them, and I really hoped for a little bit more Dark Iron action. But that's just a personal thing. In case you're wondering why I covered an Alliance only zone yet again, there's a simple explanation. We already covered all the Horde only zones on the Eastern Kingdoms, and we have to talk about one more Alliance only zone before we reach the dual fraction zones. And this ends our little review. If you enjoyed what you saw, let me know by hitting the like button or leaving a comment. Hang on, Boomer has been awfully quiet in this review. Boomer? Boomer, where are you?
Hey, who?
There you are, what's up? Boo! Holy shit, a shark!
Ah, you shot me! Why did you do this? It was just a prank, bro!
Oh crap, I'm sorry, are you hurt? What can I do to help you?
Only the viewer can save me now! Help me by sharing this video or subscribing to the channel! Do it! Do it now!
Hey there guys, this is Roo again with a little personal message. I totally wanted to do this from the beginning. I'm not trying to extend the video to 10 minutes or something. First, don't worry, Boomer is fine. That was just a little act we did.
Don't believe him! He really shot me!
What a joker. I wanted to take this opportunity to thank you guys for your support. Our little videos may not get the big numbers, views and likes wise, but I'm still thankful for every single one of you watching. This is just a little hobby of mine and I'm glad you guys enjoy watching these silly videos. It may not always seem that way, but I'm constantly trying to improve my stuff by adding new things. Putting Boomer in the videos for example, or adding title slates in between the different segments. I also want to tell you where we are heading with these little videos. There's only one Alliance only zone left, the Red Ridge Mountains. After we covered that, we will talk about the contested zones in the game. Contested pretty much means that the zones have quests for both the Horde and the Alliance.
Some of the quests differ from fraction to fraction, but some of them overlap and you have to do the same stuff, just with a different backstory. I will do my best to show you both sides of the zones, but as you can imagine, these zones will take a little bit longer to record and review, since I have to go through them twice. I will still try to stick to my upload schedule of one video every 3 days, since I think it's a good formula. I'm also well aware that I missed out on talking about the allied races in my starting zones review, but I did that for a simple reason. First, I want to cover the game out of a perspective of a new player, and you just can't play an allied race once you start the game from scratch. I also want to cover them once we reach the Legion add-on, or Battle for Azeroth expansion, since I'm pretty sure that add-on will be out for years by the time we reach the Legion zones. I'm also going to skip over the Cataclysm zones in the Eastern Kingdoms and Kalandar, and return to it once we cover the level 80 to 90 zones. Wow, that has been a lot of talking. For short, keep being as awesome as you are, and from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much. Has it been 10 minutes yet? That's all. Boomer, you got something to say?
Help me! He doesn't want to take me to a doctor! I'm in pain! I can't feel my legs! Help!
Seems like he's glitching out again. Ignore that. This is Roo signing off. Bye bye.